Hi everybody, in this video I'm going to show you how to individually assign folders as well as individually assign materials or your course content to specific students or a group of students. So along with this post in this video, I highly recommend clicking on the links that address how to individually assign folders. I'm obviously going to show you, but there's some great information on the link about specific things. And the other one is assigning specific course materials, whether it relates to an assessment, a discussion, a page, a specific link, how it works with do the other students that aren't assigned the individually assigned content, do they see it? So there's some good information on here, so I highly recommend checking those out. So going back to both of the things that I just mentioned separately, folders and then the course material. So the folders first, if you notice everything, whether it's in a folder or a specific piece of material, meaning these things, they all have their own individual gearbox. So what you can do is after you create one, so for example, I have a folder filled with stuff. I'm going to click on this little gearbox, and you can see from here, I have the option to individually assign. So I have a student, and you can see in here, it's just a fake one, Henry Hornet. I can click on him, and obviously if I have 20 kids, I would be able to check or uncheck whichever students that I want to receive that folder. And again, within that folder, I have a bunch of different material. So any student that does not receive the individual assignment like I just showed you, they will not see that under their course options for them to access not only the folder, but they can't access anything inside it. They won't even see it. So that's the nice thing, is you can create a folder, individually assign it, and the other kids in the class will not see it. You can do it from here, or if I go to add materials and add folder, you fill it out, hit create, and then go back into that gearbox just like I had mentioned. The other thing is when I talk about add materials, we're referring to the assessments, discussions, links, things of that nature. So what I want to point out is here's an assessment example. So I'm going to click, once I've already created it, I'm going to click on the little gearbox, and I'm going to see that individually assign here is not an option. So I'm going to click on edit, and it's going to take me to my screen as if I was creating it from the beginning. But you can see at the very bottom, there's these three little icons, three little dots. And the first one is individually assigned. So if I click on this, you're going to see it's going to ask me who I want to assign to. And in order to assign it, I'm going to begin typing a member. So I'm going to use that Henry Hornet as an example. I'm going to click on him, and you can see that that is who it's going to assign it to. So I can send it to one specific person, or as you saw, I can do it to an entire group that I've created, which we can discuss in another video. So that's all you would do, and you would see that. So that was an assessment. I would see that for down here is a discussion. When I go to edit, I'll see those three little dots again. There they are down here, individually assigned. So you're going to see that for a bunch of different things. And again, they go over it in here, and you can see it's discussions, pages, files, links, external tools, and there's a bunch of different things. So I just went over it. There's some good information here, but it's as simple as that, just using that little gearbox and doing that. The other option is when I go from the beginning, if I hit, let's say, add discussion, it takes me to that same place as if I was editing it by using that gearbox, because here it is on the bottom, individually assign. So that is how you do it, individually assign, using that icon for all the class content. And when it is a folder, you're going to use the gearbox and use the individually assigned piece. That's the difference between the two, and that's how you really send things out to kids with specific accommodations for makeup work, for remediation. That's how you get things out to kids on a small scale rather than everybody at once. So if you have any questions, let me know.